So Benjamin takes up his place towards the bow, setting up for his arrival into the channel. Looking very relaxed, as he might well have done. As he might well do, considering he's been ashore for 5 days. Sleeping at home in his own bed. So we're getting his first flare out. So you can see the crowds on the side of the channel as he comes in. So very much an underrated sailor in this fleet. You have to look back to his successes in the Solitaire. Did 3 seasons on the Solitaire and finished 5th. Between 2015 and 2018 he was on La Solitaire. A very good first year in the Solitaire as the best rookie then, and then finishing 5th in 2018. Here's a quick flashback to his arrival into La Rochelle, and certainly got a warm welcome. Say the first time ever that a Vendée Globe skipper has finished or arrived into a different port. There's with his partner Mathilde, who is expecting a baby. So a very, very happy event beyond finishing the Vendée Globe. So certainly in terms of the recent weather, much, much better than we've seen through the course of the week. Should have a fairly settled weekend now. Clarisse Kramer coming in tomorrow afternoon, evening. And then in theory, Roman Attanasio should be in Sunday at some point. So this arrival has been on ice for a week. And by the looks of things, that week has allowed Benj to really build up his energy, anticipating what this is going to feel like. This is a finish which belongs to the people of the Vendée region, and indeed Les Sables d'Olonne. So extra energy, always extra respect for their own from the people of Les Sables d'Olonne and indeed the Vendée. And I know that all of the local people follow his exploits and those of his team very, very closely, say including the ocean race, including the transatlantic races that he's done. So absolutely, as we expected, a real party atmosphere in the channel, and I think the party really is only just beginning. It was a fairly prodigious partier after the last Vendée Globe as well, you might imagine, and as well deserved it was. So say 9th last time, 10th this time, but 10th in a much, much more competitive fleet, racing at a much higher level with an older boat, which they have modified the bow on, which they did in their own yard. Once again, we see the crowd starting to move, heading for the Portolona, for the race village, where they'll be received on stage. I'm going to pass you to Daphne in a few minutes, who's of course from the Vendée region. She can tell you more about Benjamin.
Yeah. So Benjamin Dutreux is a child from Vendée, which makes him particularly popular here. He was born, he lived in his early years in L'Île-Dieu, and L'Île-Dieu is a small island off the coast of Vendée, a beautiful little treasure with its whitewashed wall houses and beautiful colored shutters, great little creeks and white beaches. It's difficult to imagine, but it's very different from Les Sables d'Olonne, actually. Only about 2,300 people live there around the year. So you can imagine how this massive welcome must be impressing a lot of people from over there. It has become, over the last years, a very posh destination with a lot of celebrities going over there, and it's an island that they're trying to protect, to keep to the Vendéens, like maybe l'Île de Ré about 30 or 40 years ago. So obviously Benjamin represents the very authentic side of Vendée. Yesterday we saw the mayor of L'Île-Dieu and his wife were there to also greet Sam Davis and Bert Herman, so I suppose they will be here also, very proud of their skipper. So you can see the crowd massing up. A lot of people have changed appointments or gone out of, left the office a bit earlier here locally to be part of the party because he has, yes, impressed so many people since his last race, and I think this one also a powerful boat that he had refitted after Alex Thompson. So here you see the crowds cheering, following him, and in a few minutes we'll see him at the dock.
So I think, like Seb Simon before him, one of the pleasures of coming down this channel will be seeing so many friends from years gone by, and indeed those that he sees every day. Remember, we saw with Seb Simon, we saw him with his triathlon club, really enjoying the welcome back. And of course, Les Sables d'Olonne knows its sailors, knows its race so well, knows where he's struggled and where he's been successful. And really the elements of Benja's race are all about preserving himself in the Big South and then being in a position to attack and go well up the Atlantic, which he really did. He made that little tactical move, which did play off in the end. He stayed offshore out to the east off the Brazilian coast and got round Sam Davis at that point. He was a little bit to the west with Clarisse. And that did prove the winning move in terms of that little group. So Vendée, the victory on the water for Water. Of course, Water Family is this charitable organisation that he supports and they support him. The Water family have supported Benj on this race and the last race. And they have a big educational project in the Vendée region in through France. In fact, his association with the Water family goes back to 2017. And I think, in fact, I remember he was on the Tour of Voile at that time with Water family racing in the Diam 24s. And many of his team go way back to then. A little tight, close-knit team who also operate out of his boatyard. Really did the last race on a very, very tight budget and did not quite know what to expect. Remember, he was quite overwhelmed coming onto the pontoon in November 2020. And obviously Guyot coming in to support him for this race or for this program. A sponsor who are well used to participating in sailing. Supported the different sailors on the Figaro circuit before stepping up to the Amoca circuit with Benjamin Dutreux.
So Benjamin was very excited about going through this channel, the iconic channel of Les Sables d'Olonne, probably the most famous channel for offshore racing. Of course, he had a warm welcome in La Rochelle, but he was really looking forward to this one. It is said here locally that his friends are going to make him a big surprise, I suppose, for tonight maybe. A lot of local people know him from his presence in the restaurants and the bars year-round. So lots of the young adults in their 30s and 40s actually know Benjamin Dutreux or have had some kind of contact with him. So a lot of them are here today cheering on the channel. Funny to think about this channel as one of the things that is most awaited by the skippers. Earlier on your show, Andy, Boris Herman was talking about this channel, which makes it a highlight of the race, of the Vendée Globe race. And he who had to wait and slow down to enter the next day this channel said nobody would actually refuse to do this race for that problem. They would all say yes to have to wait outside of it because it's such an iconic and emotional moment to go through. No other sailing race offers this, not the America's Cup, not the Olympics. So it's really something unique. And as you can see with the joy that he is expressing, Despite having arrived in La Rochelle, he is here like a king, going through the channel of Les Sables d'Olonne.
You know, yes, as he gets into the very heart of Les Sables, you see the crowd, there's so much thicker, no standing room on the edge of the channel coming into the centre of La Chaume. There, and there's Daphne was just saying all his friends, his contemporaries out to welcome him back. And a few with the flaming red hair and red beards, as per Benjamin had when he finished. No space in the channel, nowhere to stand, and so much respect for this 34-year-old who has got a great future ahead of him. And a very, very special moment for the crowd as well. They all live his race day by day, hour by hour. Everybody watches the tracker. So this is a time of human emotion. And as you might imagine, playing up for the crowd. And I can imagine these celebrations will go in long into the night in the town. And you know that he stays in touch with many of his friends on WhatsApp through the course of the race, as lots of other skippers do. But such contact really keeps them grounded, keeps them going, keeps them motivated, makes them remember that they have so much support at home. And there we go, the Benjamin Beards. I'm not sure where he's going now, but going back to see his friends, I think. However, this is unprecedented, but then it is a very much an unprecedented arrival. It's not like other finishes where the skippers are really not permitted to step on land before they come to the arrival pontoon. Benj very much doing his own thing just now, and going to see the I think going to see his public. I think he probably wants a red wig of his own, a red beard of his own. But at the moment, mayhem. The protocols have gone out the window, such as they ever were for this particular finish. He had no particular big technical problems with his boat, which is a tribute to his team and to his preparation after the ocean race, which he had many problems and really struggled with. Again, on a very low budget. Had to find a new mast and modify the bow. But he said in our interview, it's all about passion. It's all about everybody pushing together towards the same goal with this small team. I think you'd have to add that there's a considerable talent there, complemented, reinforced by the passion. So he started off in sports catamarans, actually, did Benj, I think, and then moved into the Figaro in 2015. Was the top rookie, the first Bisou in the French offshore solo championship in that year, straight away. So he certainly seemed to have gone rogue at the moment. Gone to get himself a Benge wig and a Benge beard and see all his friends. So here he goes, he's gone to see his pals and he's back. Unscripted meeting with his pals in La Chaume. What a welcome, I've never seen anything quite like this. He'll hopefully be rejoining his boat, but huge crowds out on the water. And he should be going back on board Guyot Environnement, his IMOCA. So he runs the team, runs the yard with his brother and Thomas Cardran, who's now his technical director for the team. And there with his partner Mathilde, who, as I say, is expecting their first baby. So starting making sure that everybody on land gets their time to see him before he comes into the marina. Thanking everybody for their support for him. So the boat he had on the last race was previously Kojiro Shiraishi's the Spirit of Yuko. The boat which Koji unfortunately didn't manage to finish his first Vendée, had to retire into Cape Town after losing the top of the mast. Well, that's the boat which Benge raced to 9th in the last race. And in fact, he and Thomas Cardran was his co-skipper in the first Transat Jacques Vabre they did. And they took 9th in that race. And that was a foretaste of what he's capable of. And this really was such a radical boat at the time when Alex launched it. And for sure was undoubtedly the fastest IMOCA on the water, the most optimized when Alex raced the Vendée. So everybody moving towards the race village progressively. There we go, coming into the, passing the entrance to the commercial harbour, the commercial port. So what a welcome then for Benjamin Dutroux, as we expected. Enjoying every minute of it, people out on the rooftops. Every vantage point taken up. More reminiscent of the start in many ways, but this is about the triumph of a local hero. And for sure, he said that he has every aspiration, every desire to be back in 2028. That's his intention. Looking to win next time, or looking to have a programme capable of winning. That's what he told us the other day. So no hurry for him this Friday afternoon. Just after 5:30, everybody, as Daphne said, leaving work early, taking time to celebrate. And I'm sure the celebrations will continue for Clarice Kramer, who should come in tomorrow afternoon. A big weekend of finishes, and indeed a big week of finishes due next week. Almost, I would say, unprecedented in terms of the number of boats finishing in the successive days. Obviously, this finish of the last race, 2021 in January, we had 8 boats finishing within 19 hours, if I remember rightly, and a dozen boats within the 24, 36 hours. We have 5 boats within 100 miles, led by Damien Sagan just now, and Alan Moore not far behind. It's going to be interesting to see who wins the battle of the Dagobah boats. Benjamin Ferry out in front of that fight just now. The Tongila Turkey really isn't never giving up. Keeps reappearing alongside the bench. Anyway, our marshals managing to keep the spectator fleet under wraps for the moment. And getting a salute from all the boat owners, everybody on board their boats in the Portalona Marina. I guess that's the cover of the local paper. Getting a photo for next week's cover, probably. Not quite the usual level of tension and excitement in terms of coming back to step on dry land for the first time, for sure, but nonetheless, a huge welcome. And also you have to reflect on the fact he's one of the few skippers who've done two top 10 results back to back. Not that many. Over the years, and I say, I'm sure we haven't seen the last of him. I'm sure with the right boat and the right program in 4 years' time, we can imagine him being much further up the table. However, he faces the same battles now as so many skippers in terms of trying to augment their budgets, build their budgets. It's a bit of a quantum leap to get up to the next level. So I think we're coming in backwards.
On attend le bateau.
So there's a boat coming alongside in the next few minutes. I think the protocols actually be a little bit quicker this time because there's only Benjamin this time. But you look through his honours over the years since joining the IMOCA class, and he really has excelled himself. Transac Jacques Vabre last year in 10th place, 11th in the Vendée Arctic, 11th in the 2021 Transac Jacques Vabre. The sailor very much on the ascendancy in the class. And you can just hear the music starting up in the background that indicates how close he is to the race village and indeed to the Ponton d'Honneur. The boat of Sébastien Simon there. Groupe de Breuil, Sam Davis boat, and then Horace is just going past now. So I'm sure he'll be met by the essential VIPs on the pontoon, but most of the media have spoken to him already. I'm guessing that it'll be straight to party time for Benjamin Dutreux. So all his sponsors' names on the boom there, all Vendée sponsors. Vendée is the water company. Port Bourgogne is the marina where his boatyard is based. And the old performance is his own boatyard company or boatyard, specialised in the preparation and looking after race boats, but also all services yard. But very, very happy Benjamin Dutroux, acknowledging the salutes from the VIPs and the crowd on the pontoon. So welcome home, and Mr. Leboeuf with a champagne moment.
Yes, so the president of the Department of Vendée being welcomed on board, which is rather exceptional when the male skippers arrive. Handing him the bottle and cheering together, dancing, celebrating. Yannick Gouraud on the left of Alain Leboeuf, the mayor of the big city of Les Sables d'Olonne, also present on the boat with him and congratulating him.
So the mayor just telling him we're not to direct his champagne. And a great moment for Bench, just met by the mayor of his hometown and the president of the region. They've already exchanged over the course of the week. We had a nice French live with them during the week with the two, with Bench and the president. And his whole team on board, all his sponsors and supporters. This is a moment for the whole team. Back on the dock in Les Sables d'Olonne. And you can be pretty sure that that champagne's going to exit the bottle in one. It's going to be just it's going to be gas. He's got his whole team. And the family on board.
Allez, n'ayez pas peur, approchez-vous. J'ai du mal à tenir le bouchon là.
As ever, there's a big, passionate team behind every skipper, and Benj is so respected by his. They talked about the passion of the team, making sure it's much more than the sum of its parts, and really you can see that evident just now. He's stepping onto the pontoon. I'm sure we'll meet VIPs.
Petit peu encore un peu. Ouais, un peu. Voilà, on décale. Ça va, Steph?
Bon, super, Benj, raconte-nous. Ça valait le coup
So
d'attendre.
can you tell us then channel passage?
Ouais, c'était incroyable. Honnêtement, je me suis dit, ouais, ça va être un peu.
Honestly, I told myself it would be a little bit warmed up because the welcome in La Rochelle was very warm, and I was counting on the Vendéens to do something even better.
Et du coup, voilà, mais au final.
So yeah, in the end,
J'ai encore versé ma petite larme, donc voilà.
I cried once again. So the emotion was there. It was incredible. It was worth it coming in, being rested? Yes, I was very motivated. And otherwise, even if I had been exhausted, I would have had all the energy to celebrate this with all the people who were here. It doesn't change much. As I said at the beginning, I knew it would be a little bit warmed up, but the heart is there. And to share this with all the people that have surrounded us over the last years is even more beautiful. Better than in the stress during the last finish. So you had a great sailing cycle. It's a nice ending of the cycle. Yes, it's great to finish the story well. And our story was long and beautiful. As I was saying in La Rochelle, we had many problems in this campaign, but they were not problems, they were just solutions, just magical stories, and only incredible people who were around us. And today, we're just proud to be able to share this with them. The story could have finished otherwise, but I knew that everybody was being here despite that. For this incredible story. That's what is incredible on this Vendée Globe and on all the Vendée Globe. The story can take any direction, but it's always beautiful.
Qu'est-ce que c'est là, cette arrivée étonnante une semaine après avoir coupé la ligne?
Yes, I can try in front of the public. No, I'm very happy. It's a second one I will, so I don't think about a lot of emotion at the beginning, but when I start the channel with a lot of people who have built this story, it's a 3-year story with a team, with friends, with family. And yeah, that was just amazing, and it was a big emotion for me too. And yeah, now it's just a conclusion about a 3-year project with some down moments, some bad moments, but it was not bad moment. It was only it was only a solution, and it was a very great story. I think it's a great story to finish the Vendée Globe for everybody, but this one is ours, and we are happy to share it with all the people here. Avec plaisir.
Super.
C'était frustrant il y a 4 ans, cette fois c'est un rêve.
Écoute, c'était pas frustrant il y a 4 ans, on n'était pas les plus mal lotis, on avait la chance d'être en pleine mer, de vivre une aventure de dingue. Il y avait juste un peu moins de monde, malgré tout, il y avait beaucoup de monde qui bravait l'interview il y a 4 ans. Et bah là, c'est juste qu'on a libéré les fauves. Donc forcément, il y a du monde.
Crowds are here, so of course, there are tons of people around. More than I could have expected. There's Sébastien Simon, third of the race, there to greet him also.
Ouais, debout communiqué.
So yeah, I finished 2 around the world.
Ouais. Et c'est incroyable, c'était sportivement un moment. Ouais, je me suis mis vraiment dans le dur et dans le rouge sur cette course pour prouver sportivement qu'on pouvait être dans le coup malgré tout. Et c'est ce que j'amène aujourd'hui avec fierté.
And this is what I like with
Nos partenaires,
pride.
ça reste encore des PME.
They
il y
are
a 4 ans,
partners
finalement.
or small
Et
companies.
c'est de plus en plus
So,
dur d'être dans
and
le
it's
top 10 sur le Vendée Globe parce que le niveau
harder
sportif
to be
a
in the
clairement
top 10 in the Vendée Globe
passé
because
dans
the
un
sport
trou stratosphérique.
level
Et
has
je suis content de ça.
increased so
Du
much.
coup, c'est d'autant
And I'm
plus
happy
beau
of
d'être
this.
cette fois-ci dans le top
And
10
it's
avec
even better
avec
to
notre projet. Ouais.
this time in the top 10 with my
Ça a
project.
été une course totalement différente, les bateaux sont très
It's a very
différents, donc
different
oui, ça a
race.
été,
The boats
je
are
pense,
very
plus dur
different.
sportivement parce
I
que je me
think
suis
it
mis
was
vraiment
more
dans
difficult
le rouge.
sports-wise
J'ai un peu
because I was
profité de la mer
really
parce que les bateaux sont aussi
pushing and
des
almost in the
montagnards, mais
red,
aussi là pour le sport
and I was
pour,
more focused on the boats
et
and on
pour
the
se
performance,
dépasser et voilà
and I
et
tried
c'est
to
ce que
surpass
j'essaie de faire
myself.
au
And this is
maximum. Donc
what I
c'est
tried to
clairement
do
pas
the
les mêmes
maximum.
histoires.
So
C'est pour
it's
ça qu'on
not
peut
the
vivre des
same
histoires tellement
stories.
différentes sur
This
cette
is
course,
why
c'est
you
ça
can
qui est
live
assez
very
incroyable.
different stories
J'ai
on
un
this
immense
race. That's
respect pour
incredible.
chaque
I have an immense
marin
respect
qui
for
participe à
each
cette course. Un immense pensée pour
sailor
Arnaud
that
en ce
enters
moment.
this race. A great
Et voilà.
particular thought for Arnaud at the moment.
Ah oui. Et papa bientôt, papa gâteau, je pense, oui, je
Going
serai.
to be
Écoute,
father very soon.
j'ai tellement hâte de vivre cette aventure aussi.
I'm very
Ça s'enchaîne bien pour
excited
moi
about
parce
the
que c'est vrai que
adventure
c'est jamais
also.
forcément
It's
évident de vivre
a
un
nice
après Vendée
series
Globe.
for me because
Là au
it's
moins
never
j'ai un projet
to
magnifique
recover after Vendée
qui
Globe,
commence
and now I
derrière.
have a magnificent personal project
Et
that's
voilà, j'ai hâte
beginning
de
just
vivre ça avec
after.
Mathilde, ma
And
compagne.
I'm looking forward to experience
Et
this
voilà,
with
c'est vrai
Mathilde.
on n'en a pas trop parlé parce que j'aime bien vivre caché aussi, mais
Haven't
ça va être un
spoken about
moment
this because I like
dingue.
living hidden, but it will
Merci
be
beaucoup.
incredible also.
Sam Davis.
Il faudrait faire un 25P à un moment donné pour être m'accrocher.
À la maison.
Good friends. The two of them sailed together on Benjamin's
Pour une fois,
boat.
tu auras eu des poils sur la.
Et du coup, tu vas le garder?
Ah bah ouais, j'espère bien. Mathilde, elle compte sur moi alors.
Just how long the view from the offer. Really,
Carole, viens, on va se faire une
fill out from the Sable d'Olonne.
Benjamin, faut que tu vois tes deux conseillères départementales. Regarde, Madame est là, tu te rends compte?
Ça va, Carole? Ouais, ça va, super. Salut. Ça va bien?
Ouais, on est content d'être ici.
Ça va, Maxence? Trop bien. Eh, j'ai vu les talons des pleins le chenal là, génial. Parfait, trop cool, trop sympa. Trop bien. Ça fait vivre tout un territoire, je suis vraiment heureux de tout ça. C'est trop
Ouais.
bien. Trop bien. Ça me fait chaud au
Ouais.
cœur. J'espère qu'on aura plein de futurs voileux maintenant. Ça va, Jacques, ou quoi? Eh, je vous aime, hein. Ça va, Laura? Ouais. Moi aussi.
So Laura
Oh, mais
Leboeuf,
chaud, là.
managing director of the Vendée Globe, greeting him. Benjamin saying, "Wow, I'm really hot now."
T'as froid, tu fais ma veste, Sam? J'ai vu Paul Henry, il m'a dit que c'était ok.
Sébastien Simon seemed to be cold when Benjamin Dutreux is very hot.
Et je sens bon parce qu'en plus j'ai pris une douche ce matin.
And Benjamin saying, "Yeah, I smell good because I took a shower this morning, so no worries."
T'as triché, t'as déjà pris ta douche.
So Sam Davis telling him that he has cheated because he has already taken a shower before joining the pontoon at the Vendée Globe. He ate some pasta carbonara lunch. It was great. And the beard, he wanted to keep until the arrival.
Ok.
So he's going to go up on stage now.
Allons-y.
He's ready to go up.
Merci à tous. Ça va, Daniel? Ça roule? Oh my god! Ça, mon poulet? Ouais, tu m'as manqué, hein. J'aurais aimé que tu sois là pour faire des images. Ça va, Anne? Ouais, moi aussi, ça me fait plaisir.
He's the manager for Metroport for Yannick Westhaven. ran his project, the winning project last time. And indeed, Yannick must have endurance soon. Great images of the little kids with the bench beards. So many people, of course, as you'd imagine, want to talk with him on the way up to the public stage.
Yes, et toi?
Bravo! Félicitations! Bah ouais, merci.
On t'attend 5 jours qu'on t'attend.
Ah bah oui, bah ça va, Bravo, ça va mon gamin? Yes, mon vieux. Merci. Coucou, ça va Véro? Ouais, merci beaucoup, c'est gentil. Félicitations Benjamin.
Really welcome the time of the split man. Volunteer from the
Merci. Salut Dom. Merci. Félicitations. Ça fait plaisir. Ah bah oui, c'est tout à l'heure. Bravo
Anyway, I'm sure we're going to have a huge event here for Edward to come on stage in the next few seconds. That his arrival into the channel. Eddie Russo then operating officer. Enjoy his moment on stage. Triumphant homecoming for Les Salvador-Ballons. Vincent Ballard, the public announcer.
Benjamin Dutreux, mesdames et messieurs, il est avec nous. Et je vais céder la parole à M. Alain Leboeuf, président du Vendée Globe, président du conseil départemental de la Vendée. Bonsoir.
Bonsoir, je vais être très bref, bien évidemment, comme à chaque fois. Mais là, on
accueille
un Vendéen, un vrai, qui a dit partout sur les réseaux sociaux qu'il n'était pas content de partir à La Rochelle, il voulait arriver chez lui, en Vendée. Eh bien, ce soir, il est là avec vous, et vous êtes bien présents pour l'accueillir. Bravo! Voilà, quelqu'un qui est... Et j'associe mes deux collègues conseillères départementales et Madame le maire de Lille-Dieu. Voilà, un enfant de Lille qui s'est fait repérer et qui a
triumphant homecoming on stage in front of his own home people from Les Salvador-Ballons. And with the president, we're going to leave you here. We're going to join you tomorrow, Vendée live in the 2:30 in the afternoon with Sam Davis, and then the channel just after that with the Clarice Kramer at 15:15, we think. So thank you for joining us. Again, we'll see you tomorrow for the live at 2:30 French time, 13:30 UTC with Sam and Clarice Kramer's channel immediately after. We'll see you then.
Alors, tes émotions, Benjamin. Bah écoute, je racontais justement que j'ai eu un gros moment d'émotion à La Rochelle déjà, parce que une bonne partie des Vendéens quand même qui se sont déplacés m'accueillir là-bas. et aussi une bonne partie de Rochelet finalement, et ça c'était un peu la surprise.